So, AT to skip Wooly. Alright, so here we go. We're going to just do a quick overview of the course syllabus. So, this is Latin 4/5, where we're going to be covering Plautus and Ovid. Woo! So Ovid, we're still going to be reading some sections of the Metamorphoses. So for those of you that are big mythology fans, that'll kind of be a fun activity. We're going to be reading Ovid probably towards the endish of the semester, probably midpoint on, simply because I I'm including Plautus's Mostellaria this year because I think with what we're currently dealing with COVID, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, that this is a play that really is going to bring you guys a lot of laughter and it's going to be kind of fun to do. So we're going to give it a try. If it absolutely crashes and burns and you hate it, we'll bail on it early and move to Ovid earlier. So just kind of so you're aware that we're going to be doing that. I also think the Mostellaria is going to help you get a little bit better prepared for the Syllabi literacy for my level 5s out there. And for the level 4s, the Syllabi literacy, we'll go ahead and we'll talk about that at the end of this video so that you know what it is and something that you might want to try this semester. Okay, so then the next thing, and a lot of things that are on the syllabus, right, are geared towards you guys being here 100% of the time, which is not the truth right now. I thought about rechanging everything around, but it's not really so much worth it. So just bear with me here. Required materials. And this is something that I will go ahead and add in. You are going to want a 3-ring binder, and you're going to want pencil and paper, etc., because we will still be doing those things. You're also going to need your Mostellaria, which is the green folder, it's actually listed there at the bottom. The other main thing that you're going to want is some kind of earbuds or some kind of headphones with a microphone or with the ability to capture your audio, because there will be times where you're in class but you might be working with somebody who is at home, and while you guys are doing that, the echo problem is real. And it's really, really bad. And as you're going to see as we talk about how class is going to run this day, today, and there are going to be many days where you're kind of like in pods, and some of you are working with people at home, some of you are working with me in person, some of you are working just with your fellow classmates in the room, etc., etc. So earbuds is going to be extremely important to deal with the echoing issue. Okay, so make sure you have some kind of headphones that connect to your Chromebook that you can project audio through. Okay, so if you know the microphone on your Chromebook is busted, get it fixed. Okay, if you know you have no audio on your Chromebook, oh my God, get it fixed. Okay, so that's what's going on there. It won't be super important, and we won't be doing a lot of the grouping until probably the next, probably a week or two in, so you have a little bit of time, but get those things ASAP. All right, so you're getting a green folder today, or you already picked it up with the copy of the Mostellaria. We're going to be reading an adaptation by Rachel Beth Cunning. We didn't purchase the actual book this year, though, because I'm not sure if it's something that's going to work and something that's going to be a permanent shift in the curriculum. So we are kind of violating copyright laws, so don't scan these and stuff like that. And when we are done, I am going to ask for them back, but you are more than welcome to write in them because most likely I'm going to get them back from you, and then I'm going to trash them and then decide whether we're going to actually purchase the book. So you're getting to try out. So be very open and honest with me about whether you're enjoying this play or not, and so I know that when we start moving towards whether we'll adopt it for the official curriculum. All right, so it's a trial thing. And if we absolutely hate it again, we'll move to Ovid faster. So just let me know what's going on there. You have that. The other main thing to bring up is the assessment policy. So I believe this is different for everybody, because I don't believe last semester I was doing the last time I saw most of you, I do not think I had officially shifted to the evidence-based reporting. So that's what we're doing. I'm sure you've heard it. I'm sure you're rolling your eyes right now, and that's okay. This is what it's going to look like for Latin. And obviously, we're going to have a lot of questions, and that's fine. I hope it makes more sense, especially after we get into the first assessments, because I haven't had any major complaints about it, and really it does work to your benefit. So basically what you need to know is that you're going to be assessed on reading, writing, speaking, and listening. So no big grammar tests anymore. I have no need for massive grammar tests. I have no need for vocab tests. I have no need for any of those things anymore, because I just want to know, if I give you something, can you read it? I want to know that if I give you a prompt, can you respond to me in Latin? If I give you an audio file to listen to, can you understand the key points that's being discussed about it? And to what level can you understand that video? And then, so reading, writing, speaking, listening, speaking. So this is probably the one that you're probably immediately like, oh my God, Magistra, don't make me speak. Don't make me do it. You're destroying my world. Here's the thing. Okay, as far as the speaking assessments go, I know for you guys, you didn't get the full comprehensible input experience, so speaking is a little bit difficult. Speaking can be a little bit hard. It's one of the last skills that you actually develop, and if you have done any research into the natural acquisition of language and stuff like that, there's a reason why it's the last thing. So when we go into this and when we're thinking about this, speaking is maybe the one that gives you the most anxiety, but just remember that the speaking assessments are whatever you bring to them. So I'm going to have you guys discuss the things that you read, and we will be scaffolding those conversations. Last semester for the level 3s, we actually, their final speaking assessment was a game of Mafia that we did in Latin. So you're not going to be expected to like speak at the level you would for an English, what do they call them? An English book discussion. I know there's an official term that they use. Sorry, and you're probably all screaming at the computer right now. So you're not going to be expected to discuss these texts or even talk in Latin at a junior or senior level in high school. I'm expecting you to talk almost like you're a first or second grader. So you're going to have grammar errors. You're going to come to the point where you don't know how to say something that you want to say, and I'm looking for your ability to actually talk around it, to work your way around it. So that'll make a little bit more sense, I think, as you kind of see what the assessments look like and as we go through that. Also understand that when you actually take a look at this grade breakdown, I have your essential learnings listed over here on the side. And like, if we were to go to the level 5 ones, these are basically the end points. To get a score of a 4, this is the end point I'm looking for you to be able to do. So like, at the end of the semester for reading, to earn a 4, I need to see that you can interpret the main ideas of an unadapted Latin passage and synthesize supporting details from related passages to enhance your understanding. So this is something that we will be able to achieve and we will be able to do. And the difference between a 4 and a 3 is that a 3 can interpret the main ideas of an unadapted passage, so that's like my non-negotiable, and then attempting to synthesize supporting details to related passages to enhance understanding. So even if your synthesis is absolutely like bonkers, it still counts that you tried. So that gets you that 3 score, which is what's gonna like basically bring you to that B land, which is where most of you are gonna live for quite a while, is in B land. But the difference between a student who's a B and a student who is an A is that correctness of that synthesis and analysis. So obviously this is for the level 5s specifically. Level 4s, I'm actually only looking for you to start that synthesis. So for a 4, you can interpret the main ideas of a passage and synthesize supporting details from related passages to enhance understanding. However, I'm not expecting yours to be as good. Oh wait, that's 3. Fours, there you are. Sorry. So you're there still with that synthesis, etc. And understanding with minimal supports. So you're going to get to do that synthesis, but to an extent, I'm going to give you some additional pieces to help you with that synthesis. Whereas a 5, I'm expecting to kind of be able to do that without some additional supports. And you'll kind of see what that looks like as we get into some of the actual assessments, and I kind of give you guys some samples of what I mean by these things. So, but this is, if this is a working document, you can see that all the boxes weren't filled in because actually the last time I put this together, I was still doing conventions, but then everything got so crazy. That document will be better filled out probably by the end of the week after I kind of process a couple more things. But what you really, really need to know, right, is then how do you get an A, how do you get a B, etc. So of those 4 skills, you'll have a rubric for each, and you're basically going to all get a baseline assessment for each of them, and most of you are going to be getting 1s and 2s on those baselines. And I'm going to be able to tell you very specifically what I'm looking for you to be able to do to progress up to a 2, to a 3, to a 4, etc. And we're going to be working on that all semester. So you're going to have multiple points of assessment where you basically are given the opportunity to show me what you can do. If you miss an assessment or if you score poorly on assessment, there is no remediation, there is no redoing, you're just waiting for the next round of assessment. So what that also means though is so you're all going to take these baselines, you're all probably going to score in the 1 and 2 range, and that's never going to matter in the end. That's just to give me the baseline so that I know whether I am expecting too much of you or if I'm expecting too little of you, etc. It's truly a baseline. So for at least the first month or 2 of school, in the grade book, what that'll mean is that you're going to have basically a grade holder of a B. I will be putting everybody at a B, and after I have enough proof to prove whether you are truly a B, deserve to be up towards an A, or are in C or D land, I'll let you know when I have enough proof to basically put you in one of those categories. Okay, so onward we go. So you'll have questions about that, and we'll discuss that more in a little bit. All right, so there's that. Back to the syllabus. That's kind of the main thing. You can take a look and read through the rest of what's going on, but the main thing, like the remediation statement, is completely moot at this point, so just kind of ignore that. But the Syllabys literacy. So as we start working through the Mostellaria and Ovid's Metamorphoses, the Syllabys literacy is basically your opportunity to prove that you are as fluent a Latin student as you can be. And that means that you get a seal on your diploma, basically saying that you are as fluent as can be in Latin and you are considered fluent. Which what that means for college is, depending on the college you go to, that means you might be earning credits, or it means you might not have to worry about a language requirement for your degree of choice, etc., etc. That is something that you're going to want to discuss with your actual college of choice. And basically all it is we take the Alira exam, which is just a reading assessment, and it's a multiple choice quiz where you're just proving that yes, you can in fact read Latin. And it looks really, really great on the college applications for those of you that are 4s. You can earn the Syllabys literacy as a level 4 or as a level 5. And I'll give you more information about that as we get closer. The actual assessment itself will take place sometime mid to late April, if not early May, just kind of depending on how things go. All right, so there's that. That's kind of all you need to know about the syllabus for right now, and we'll be adjusting and doing things as we go. All right, while late, please move on to the next activity.